सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ Upadesa Sahasri, chapter 18, verse number 156. आलोकस्थो घटो यद्वत् बुद्ध्यारूढो भवेत् तथा धीव्याप्ति स्याद् घटारोहः धियो व्याप्तौ क्रमो भवेत्। The entire Vedanta study involves Ajnana Nivritti and Jnana Prapti. Ajnana Nivritti means removal of self-ignorance. Removal of self-ignorance means attainment of self-knowledge. Jnana Praptihi eva Ajnana Nivrittihi. Ajnana Nivrittihi eva Jnana Praptihi. This alone is known as liberation or moksha. Moksha is nothing but understanding one's own real nature. This must be very clear for a serious Vedantic student. There is nothing else is required other than understanding. Then only Shastra teaching will work. That Shraddha must be there. If the student is not having that confidence in Guru's words, what words? Other than understanding, there is no any separate moksha. The conviction upon the Guru's words is not there. Shastra will not work for that student. That is why tremendous bhakti and vishwasa are required on Guru's words. A Guru who is teaching Shastra, that is very important. So if this is possible, Jnanam takes place in its course of time. There is no any difficulty at all. Any Jnana Prapti gives joy. Any knowledge, if you know any language, you feel happy. If you know anything newly, you are enjoying. That means any jnanam gives some type of comfort, joy, you can enjoy. Similarly, Brahma Jnanam also, Atma Jnanam also. Worldly achievements themselves are giving such a joy. What to talk of Atmananda? Atma Jnana Ananda is immense Ananda. That student as listening in course of time understand this is the Ananda, nothing else is there. So how this is possible? Only when you understand the mechanism. Mechanism of what? You know mechanism of mixie, grinder. You know the mechanism of TV, mechanism of computer, mechanism of so and so gadget. People are knowing lot of mechanisms of many anatma things, non-self things. Because of which mechanism all mechanisms are known. Because of which main mechanism all other mechanisms are known. What is that main dominant, predominant mechanism because of which all mechanisms are known? Eka vijnanena sarva vijnanam. What is that eka vijnanam? That mechanism is sakshyam and sakshi. Adhyaksha and adhyakshya. Adhyaksha adhyaksha sambandha. Sakshi sakshya sambandha. From 153 onwards, Shankaracharya talking about the relation between Sakshi and Sakshyam, or the relation between the witness and witnessed, witnesser and witnessed, the relation between the Adhyaksha and Adhyakshya. So that relation, how it happens? How it happens? That mechanism is given elaborately. Sakshi is none other than I, the consciousness. My name is Sakshi, original name. Ahankara is my duplicate name. Ahankara is my fake name. Like an actor acting on the stage. The one who is acting is real. The acting portion is unreal. The role is unreal. The actor is real. Vesham is unreal. Veshi is real. Veshi is actor. Vesham is action. You do lot of action in that role. Similarly, Ahankara is the Vesham. Sakshi is Veshi. Veshi is permanent. Veshams are changing. In drama also. One actor or actress says how many cinemas they are acting, how many roles they are playing. Same person earning crore rupees and say goodbye. Like that, I the Sakshi am, Veshi never change. Veshams are changing, Hankara Pramata is changing. I the Veshi, the Sakshi, am illumining the internal mental world directly. I, the Sakshi, am illumining the world Bahya Prapancha through Pramata. I convert the Buddhi into Pramata. After converting, how I convert Buddhi into Pramata? By lending Chidabhasa. By lending Chidabhasa, the reflected consciousness, I, the Sakshi, am illumining the world through the Pramata. This is the mechanism. This is the only mechanism because of which mechanism all other mechanisms you are knowing in the world. If you do not know this mechanism, you commit a lot of errors because of misunderstanding. because of mistaking your own mechanism, not knowing the mechanism. Vedanta is easy or difficult? For a prepared person it is easy. For unprepared person it is difficult. For a prepared person who is having tremendous, intense, tivra mukshutvam, in this life, here, now itself, I want to get enlightenment. The commitment, the conviction towards that ultimate goal, Parama Purushartha. For such a person, it is easy. For unprepared person, lukva mumukshutvam, not interested in moksha. Moksha comes, let it come. Okay. If tala eluttu, if it is written on my head, it will come. Food also will come like that only. If it is written on your head, today food is available, then it will come. Sit down without doing anything. For everything you are putting effort, not all of you, some people outside I am telling, people used to say, why to struggle for moksha? If it is written on my head, it will come. Why can't you say that word for all other things? Only for moksha, why you say that? These are all escapist words, escaping words. You are working hard for everything, but not for knowing this mechanism. It is difficult. So many books are there. It is not able, we are not able to understand. Sanskrit is difficult. So many complaints upon Shastra. I have this responsibility, that responsibility. I have to do this and that and so many things. Telling in front of that teacher also sometimes. I am not able to come. I am not able to attend. I am not able to listen. Even YouTube classes, website classes, nothing. How can I get it? That is why it is hard for an unprepared person. You are all prepared students, I hope so. That for those students it is simple. You have to do hard work. Never think that you have understood. If you have understood, watch your mind, how much it is teasing you, how much it is cheating you, teasing you. Stand in front of your mind and watch your mind and ask your mind. Command your mind, control your mind. Then you know the mechanism how to do that. Pramata is none other than the buddhi blessed by me, the upakara I did. It is not an action. I, the Sakshi, not giving Chidabhasa, doing, giving action, I have not done. I never do that. My sannidhya matrena, sannibhatvam. It gets that illuminating capacity. So I, the Sakshi, am the illuminator number one, primary illuminator. Pramata, the buddhi, sahita, chidabhasa sahita buddhi, the pramata is the illuminator number two. Illuminator number two illumines the external world. Illuminator one, I, the Sakshi, am illuminating the internal world. Both of us are illuminators. Why buddhi, the pramata, has got illuminator status? That is called sannibhatvam, tulyata, samyatvam. Just as I illumine the internal world, pramata illumining the world because of my blessing. I don't do anything, but my sannidhya matrena keneshitam patati preshitam manaha iva. as though I am giving. Illumining itself is called upakara. That illumination of that buddhi capacity, arudhaha, arohaha. In the presence of light, alokaha, the word is used here is alokaha. Aloka means light. When the light pot is there, ghataha asti alokaha. Ghata is in the aloka, in the light. Then gets illumined. Light is not doing anything. In its presence, pot is known. In my hand, there is a pot. Okay. I don't know. You are closing your eyes or you are just listening. You are opening eyes. If you open your eyes, you can see the pot. Okay. Pot, light is arudhaha. Light pervaded the pot. Then pot gets illumined. That is what in the first line, alokaha, ghataha, aloka arudhaha bhavati. Alokaha ghata, alokastha ghataha. That pot which is in the light, sunlight or tube light. Aloka arudhaha bhavati means as though it is mounting into or entry into the light. Entry into the light means nothing but light pervades the pot. So, any object within the range, of light source enters the light. Any object in the range of that light source enters the light. Enters the light means don't take literally. Okay. Don't take literally. Therefore, similarly, Atma also, Atma means Sakshi Chaitanyam. Similarly, an object also within the range of Chidabhasa. Now the pot is within the range of Chidabhasa. Don't take literally. Within the range of Chidabhasa means Buddhi Arohaha. Buddhi Arohaha nama Buddhi Vyaptihi. Vritti Vyaptihi. Buddhi Vyaptihi. Buddhi Vyapti alone is called Vritti Vyaptihi. So Sannibhatvam Buddhehe. Above sloka he used that word. This is Kramaha. Pot thought. Ghata Vrittihi. Afterwards, through Chakshuhu, Chakshu Vrittihi, Ghata Vrittihi. Shrotra Vrittihi, Shabda Vrittihi. At the same time, it cannot, ears has to be used, the Vritti, Shabda Vritti goes. Then Chakshu Vritti, Rasa Vritti, taste thought, smell thought. All these are vrittis happening. The shapeless buddhi gets shape when it pervades the object. Shapeless water gets shape when it is poured into the bucket or mug, any pot. It gets shaped. Similarly, buddhi is shapeless. It has no any shape. The shapeless buddhi, tadakarataya bhanam, tadakarataya bhanam vrittihi. Now, ghata vritti, ghatakara and tadakara means ghatakarataya bhanam, ghata vrittihi. This is called vritti vyapti. What is vritti vyapti? Vritti, ghata vritti pervades the ghata. When it pervades the ghata, vyapti means pervading. Ghata vyapti is what? Vritti vyapti alone, ghata vyapti. The vritti comes from the buddhi. Therefore, buddhi vyapti also we can say. Vritti means Avastha, state of mind. Vritti means a thought. A thought in the mind is a state of mind. Avastha. Just as you pour copper in the molten, it gets the shape of that deity. Any deity molten, you pour, there's either silver liquid or golden liquid or copper liquid, burning it, that liquid you pour it, it gets that shape. Similarly, here also the vritti gets the shape. Mrushas nishikta tambravat. Here also vritti plus chidabhasa pervades the object. Vritti by itself is jadam, so chidabhasa is required. Nana chidra ghatodara sthitamaha deepa prabha bhaswaram. Jnanam yasya tu chakshuradikarana dvara bahispandate. Then what? Phalavyapti. Janamiti tameva bhantam. The phalavyapti is the process. Object shines because of this process. What is this process? Vritti vyapti, buddhi chidabhasa, pervading this pot, vritti vyapti. After vritti vyapti, ghata, buddhi or vritti, ghata vyapti, then there is a pot. Then pot shines. The object shines because of this process. Because of the process means vritti vyapti process dwara object shines. This process is called phalavyapti. Phalavyapti means pot shining. Pot shining means pot is known to me. Phalavyapti. Before phalavyapti, vritti vyapti is required. Once vritti vyapti has taken place, then phalavyapti takes place. Like that, from morning to till night, you get so many vritti vyapti, phalavyapti, vritti vyapti, phalavyapti. In fraction of seconds it happens. To teach vritti vyapti, phalavyapti, to make you to understand, it takes a lot of time. Days, weeks, months. But this process going on in a fraction of seconds in our day-to-day life in Jagrata Avastha, not in Nidra Avastha, not in Swapna Avastha, only in Jagrata Avastha when mind is fully active. Not like in parliament, some people know sleepy in there, sleeping or sleepy in there. So in Vedanta class also, if it is beyond our head, sleep comes. It should not come. In waking, active state of mind, that vritti vyapti, phala vyapti take place. Therefore, look into the sloka. Sakshi pervades buddhi, buddhi pervades the object, like light pervading the object. 156. Alokasthaha ghataha yadvat buddhyarudaha bhavet tatha. Buddhyarudaha. Light pervades the pot. Buddhyarudaha bhavet. Dhivyaptihi syat ghatarohaha. Ghatarohaha means pot mounting, pot entry into aloka means what? Light pervades. Pot pervades. Pot exists in the light or light pervades the pot. Light mounting the pot. Light is mounting the pot. So that dhivyaptihi syat ghatarohaha. Pot entry means nothing. Pot entry into the mind means mind pervasion. Mind pervasion of the light. Mind pervasion of the pot, any object. Whatever object is there, dhi vyaptihi syat ghataroha. Then, next condition, dhiyaha vyaptau kramaha bhavet. When the buddhi pervading the object, there is a krama, one after the other. Chakshu vritti, shabda vritti, shrotra vritti, ears, sound thought, form thought, taste thought, nose thought, and smell thought, touch thought, all has to happen. Each time one sense organ is functioning, but not at a time, not simultaneously, but one after the other. Then only you get that knowledge. Simultaneously happens means there is some confusion will come. So, buddhi arohaha nama buddhi vyaptihi. Buddhi vyapti kramena prakashakaha. Pramata illumines the object one after the other. Since action is there, simultaneity is not possible. Simultaneity of seeing forms, hearing sounds, tasting, nose smelling, all of them cannot happen at a time. Even suppose if they happen also, they are not clear. That is why when you are watching the TV, cricket match and you are eating, you don't know what you are eating. Even you don't feel the taste. That is why our people says, don't see TV or anything when you are eating. Do one thing always you enjoy. That is Sakshi illumine the buddhi without the vritti, therefore simultaneously it illumines. Light illumines everything at a time. But your buddhi is illumining the object. If I see this side, one photo, I cannot see this side. One after the other only. If I see this photo, I cannot see the pot. If I see the pot, I cannot see the photo. If I see that book, I cannot see the pen. If I see the pen, I cannot see the another thing. Like that, it is not possible. So, therefore, Sakshi illumining is not a process. Vritti, buddhi, illumination of the object is a process. It is not an action with regard to Sakshi. Therefore, there is no krama. Sakshi illumines Jagra, Balyavastha, Balyad Avastha, Yavana Avastha, all avasthas. Balyadishvapi Jagradadishu tadha Sarvashvavasthasvapi Vyavritta Swanuvartamantamahimtyantas Purantam Sada Swatmanam Prakati Karoti Bhavatam Bhajatam. I, the Sakshi, am the illuminator of Shabda Vritti, Shrotra Vritti, Chakshur Vritti, Rasa Vritti. I am the illuminator of all of them because it's not an action, not a process. But Buddhi Vritti Vyapti is a process. When process is there, next shloka is going to say there is a parinama, modification. Where there is a parinama, modification, there is a process. Process is equal to parinama. But Sakshi illumining the internal world is not a process. There is no vritti vyapti. There is no krama at a time. Sakshi knows the knowledge also, Sakshi knows the ignorance also. Sakshi illumines the object's existence. Sakshi illumines the absence of that object. I, the Sakshi, am illumining. But eyes cannot illumine that. Sakshi illumines. So, pramata krama prakashakaha, like torchlight. Torchlight, if I put on one side, I cannot put other side. Again, I have to move the torchlight. Best example, vritti vyapti is like a torchlight. Vritti vyapti, thought pervasion of objects, is like a torchlight. One object I am focusing with the torchlight, then other person says, show to me, show this side, and then I have to turn this side. Then I cannot show that side. Only this side I have to show, like torchlight. What about sunlight? Sunlight, this side, that side, back side, front side, top, bottom, everywhere it is illumining. Sakshi is like a sunlight. Buddhi vritti is like a torchlight. Nice example. Okay, enjoy this example. He says pramata the sakshi, pramata the buddhi krama prakashakaha. Sequentially it illumines like torchlight. Torchlight he has not said, I am just adding. Sakshi is akrama prakashakaha, like sun. Sun, not your sun, Suryaha. Illumination. Sakshi illumination buddhi without the vritti. Sakshi illumining the buddhi without vritti. Buddhi, who has been converted as pramata, illumining the world with krama. Oh, I hope this is very clear. Now let us go to the next shloka. Now the difference between Sakshi illumination and Buddhi illumination is given in the following shlokas. Shloka number 157. Purvam syat pratyaya vyaptihi tato nugraha atmanah krishnadhyakshasya no yuktaha kalakashadivat kramaha. So the krama is said in the previous shloka. How this krama happens? What is the mechanism of that sequential illumination? Sakshi is the first illuminator. Who is the Sakshi? I am only Sakshi. Lakshyartha Ain. Buddhi is the second illuminator. How does Buddhi illumine the object? Said in this first line. Purvam pratyaya vyaptihi syat. First, Sakshi illumines the pratyaya. Pratyaya means vritti. The intellect pervades the object. We can take that way. How does the second illuminator, Buddhi, illumines the objects? Means first vritti goes out. Vritti goes out from my eyes. Now pot I am seeing. Pot, if I touch, it is hard. This is sparsha vritti. If I see the pot, it is a small pot, beautiful pot, rupa vritti, chakshur vritti. Purvam pratyayaha means vrittihi vyaptihi syat. Vritti pervades. Now just open your eyes and look at the pot. Are you seeing the pot? So pervading, your vritti is pervading this pot which is in my hand. Okay. Tataha. Then what? Anugrahaha. Chidabhasa. Anugrahaha. Chidabhasa utpattihi. Chidabhasa utpattihi. Anugrahaha atmanaha. Once vritti goes to, how much time it takes in the line, you say, first after few letters comes anugraha atmanaha. But this anugraha happens immediately. Once the vritti is trying to go outside, so Chidabhasa also goes. My dear vritti, you cannot go alone and do the job of pervading the pot. I have to come along with you. Ani Chidabhasa Sahita vritti buddhi pervades the pot. Tataha means then. After that vritti vyapti, vrittau chidabhasa utpattihi. Vrittau chidabhasa utpattihi eva tatah anugraha atmanaha. Atmanaha means sakshi. I, the sakshi, am vrittau chidabhasa utpattihi. That vritti which is going to pervade the pot, I give birth to Chidabhasa. Give birth, all inverted commas. There is no literal giving birth to Chidabhasa. I, the Sakshi, blesses. Upakara. Anugraha means what? Blessing. I bless. Otherwise, Pavam. Buddhi. How it can know? Buddhi jadam. Pot is jadam. Then pot knowledge cannot come in the Buddhi. Pot, he has given the example. Okay, idli, you take idli. You are feeling hungry. Okay, when you are feeling hungry, or else take the pot. Here, the milk is there. You are feeling hungry. Okay, then you want to drink the milk. Drink the milk. If buddhi jadam, pot is jadam, milk is also jadam, then how can you drink? Therefore, buddhi has to be illumined, it has to become sentient, then it has to see the milk, and it has to drink, and it has to feel taste. Rasavritti. Rasavritti vyapti, once you put into your mouth. Okay, like that. Tataha anugraha atmanaha. Vrittau chidabhasa utpattihi. After Tataha means after the formation of vritti. After the formation of vritti, tataha atmanaha anugraha means chidabhasa utpattihi vrittau. In that thought, chidabhasa is born. Pratyaya krita. Pratyaya krita vyaptihi vishaya vyaptihi. Pratyaya krita pratyaya means thought. Pratyaya krita vyaptihi. That pervasion done by the pratyaya thought is called vritti vyapti. Vritti or pratyaya both are one and the same. Krishna adhyakshasya. I have read this sloka, I got doubt. Okay. Krishna means sarvam, all. Adhyakshasya. Krishna adhyakshasya. Adhyaksha means what? Sakshi. Sakshi totally na yuktaha kala akashadi vatkramaha. Like time, kala, akasha, space, the all-pervading self also can no order, no yuktaha means na u, no. Now means indeed it can no order, it cannot have an order or successful one after the other in pervading the objects. So the akasha pervades the object one after the other. It pervades all objects at a time. At a time it pervades. All objects are in the space. Kala also. One time this object is illumined, one time that object is... The kala is an amazing principle. Time doesn't function in time. Time doesn't function in time. In time, if you say, In time, if you say, it is called krama. In time, within this time, 8 o'clock, then 10 o'clock, then 11 o'clock, krama will be there. Within this time, in time. Therefore, kala doesn't have in time, or time doesn't have in function in time. Time doesn't function in time. Okay, time doesn't function in time. That means it is atitam. In time, akasha also pervades simultaneously only. Akashavat, kalavat, atma also. In the same way, sakshi pervades. Sakshi pervades what? All objects at a time, no process. Because no vritti is involved in the pervasion of Sakshi. Vritti is not required, thank God. Vritti is pervading because of Sakshi Abhasa. Sakshi gives Chidabhasa. Sakshi Abhasa means, don't mistake. Sakshi gives Chit Abhasa to the Buddhi. You cannot take out the buddhi and see where is Chidabhasa in laboratory, like sodium, sulfur, so many other chemicals are there. You put in this test tube, and mix like this. Like that you cannot take out the buddhi and sakshi and pratyaya, buddhi, Chidabhasa like this, or you cannot do that like in laboratory. Here the laboratory is without taking outside, the words are laboratory like. These words, slokas are working in the buddhi. How beautiful. This teaching, where it is available? Only in this land. That is Brahma Vidya given by our Vedas. How great it is. Unless you know the value of the Vedic teaching, you can never value this culture. That's why Puja Swamiji says, a value is a value when the value of the value is valued by you. Vedic knowledge is how valuable it is. That value, how do you know? When can you know? How can you know? Only by studying, only by understanding. The value of the Vedic teaching, the value of the Vedic teaching is valued by, the value of the value is valued by you. When the value of the value is valued by you, only that it has got a value. Otherwise, if you don't know the value of Vedic teaching, you can never respect this country, you can never respect this culture, you can never love this culture, you can never have the reverence towards our ancestors. Amazing, amazing value you have to give. Unless you understand, you cannot give value. To understand, you require a lot of humility first. You have to drop your ego. That's why Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu. Respect towards Guru and Guru's teaching. Without respect towards Guru and Guru's teaching, you become a scholar. Like in college, there are a lot of philosophers. So many philosophies are there. That is why in college they won't give samskara. They don't ask you, I have bhakti. Do you have Guru Bhakti? Do you have Shastra Bhakti? Who will ask you in the college, universities? Nobody will ask. But here, Vedanta teacher taunting always, be humble, drop your ego, do namaskara, do sashtanga namaskara, panchanga namaskara. Ego is the problem, which is obstructing the knowledge. Unless the Guru tackle that ego of the student, student can never reach to that heights of that knowledge. That's why Guru deliberately, even the disciple get angry, Guru never minded. Child is angry when mother shouts, when mother condemns, mother commands. Child will never be happy. But mother knows, for the sake of child, she is doing. Like that, many times Guru corrects us. So many ways. Like a sculptor chiseling the stone. That's why I have to be within the hands of my Guru, who is teaching Vedanta. That Gurus must know my mind, my nature, my personality, how am I understanding, how I have to understand. The love for Shastra, love for knowledge, love for that moksha. If it is there, automatically Guru Bhakti comes. If it is not there, Guru Bhakti won't come, Shastra Bhakti won't come. You learn some words, that's all. Along with so many other sciences, this is also one extra cap, feather, extra feather. This is not for extra feather. We don't want to teach for extra feather. The teacher teaches with wholeheartedly, whoever teaches, the student wholeheartedly, whoever listen with love and care, teacher teaches with devotion and Shraddha, student listens, then it will work. Okay, just a little deviation has taken place. Now look into the shloka. पूर्वस्यात् प्रत्ययः व्याप्तिः ततः अनुग्रहः आत्मनः कृष्ण अध्यक्षस्य नो युक्तः. It is not said towards Sakshi, नौ काल आकाशादि वत् क्रमः न युक्तः. With regard to Atma, the Sakshi, pervasion of internal world, there is no krama. All thoughts are illumined at a time. Next shloka. Vishayagrahanam yasya karanam, Vishayagrahanam yasya karanapekshaya bhavet satyevam grahyaseshe cha parinami sachittabat. Now another difference between illumination of Sakshi and Buddhi. Yasya Vishayagrahanam Karanapekshaya bhavet. Now in this whole shloka, the Buddhi Vyapti, how it happens, Karana or Karana, both are okay. Karana apekshaya, Karana apekshaya. Buddhi wants to pervade the object with the help of Chakshurindriyam or Shrotraindriyam or Rasanendriyam or Granendriyam or Sparshendriyam. Karanam. That is called Karana apekshaya. Instrument ityartha. Karanam means instrument, Karana means there is one nimittam. Karanam must be there. Buddhi, then bhavet, evam sati. Evam sati, grahya seshe cha. Grahya seshe cha. That means this grahyam, once what you call karana apekshaya, I see the pot. I see the pot. Karana apeksha is there. Eyes are required to see the pot. Karana apeksha is there. Then what happens? Evam sati. Satyevam means evam sati. Grahya shesha means remainder. Remainder means baki. Avasesham. Karana apeksha is one. instrument required. Then when buddhi illumines, all are not illumined at a time. Only bahya grahya sesha means baki, means some remainder will be there. One's eyes have seen, but I have not heard, no? Or I cannot smell it, I cannot taste it. All are not happening at a time. That illumination is a parinami. That's want to say here in the second line, parinami saha chittavat. Sva asamsprushta vishayaha avaseshaha. It has got some, for shabda vritti, ears are required, karana required. For sparsha vritti, skin is required. For grana vritti, nose is required. For rupa vritti, chakshu is required. So vritti formation depends upon karanam. Having said that, now he takes a vyapti, generalization. Yatra yatra grahya seshatvam. That means if I know shabda, I cannot know the taste. If I know the taste, I cannot see that object. At a time I cannot see. So one vritti only goes out. One vritti, after that another vritti, after that another vritti. So once I have one vritti, others baki, avasesham will be there. So yatra yatra grahya seshatvam, remainder. Seshatvam means remainder. Remainder of what? Grahya, the object. So I saw the form, color, but I don't know the taste. Grahya baki irke. The flower also, I see the red flower, but smell I want to see. I have not seen the smell. I have to bring it near the nose. So that is called grahya seshatvam. Remainder. Baki innu koncham irukka therinjukka vendiyade enu artham. Tamil la sonna easy, ning Sanskritam la sonna yatra yatra grahya seshatvam, yatra yatra swa asamsprushta vishaya avaseshatvam, tatra tatra parinamitvam. So Sakshi doesn't require mind, sense organs to illumine the, even in sleep, in dream also. Sakshi doesn't require, but it illumines. Whereas no grahya seshatvam, there is nothing left out. What Sakshi cannot illumine is not there. Sakshi illumine everything, but sense buddhi illumine because every sense organ is required. That sense organ, it depends upon the sense organ. Sakshi does not depend upon sense organ, does not depend upon the mind. So the mind needs that sense organ to know that object. So vritti vyapti, ghata vritti vyapti, pushpa vritti vyapti, halva vritti vyapti, taste you are seeing, you are depending upon the instruments. So ajnana Ajnata vastunah api, the left out objects also Sakshi illumines. And Sakshi illumines, therefore Sakshi aparinami. That is the difference between Sakshi and what? Vritti. Buddhi, vritti, parinama is there. Sakshi doesn't require vritti, mind, instruments, therefore no parinama, no parinami. Sakshi is not parinami, therefore it is aparinami. Sakshi without karanantaram or karanantaram vina nirapekshaya, you can supply that way also. Yatra yatra grahya seshatvam means here विषयग्रहण यस्य विषयग्रहणं कारण अनपेक्षया भवेत्. With regard to Sakshi, you can add akara. Grahya seshe asatyevam. It is not having any grahya sesha remainder. Therefore, aparinami saha. It is non-changing, aparinami. Not like a chitta. It is chittavat, just mind is changing. Like example, that is, here for a sakshi you have to say, there is no second sakshi. Okay, only one atma is there. Therefore, just as it is said, gaganam gaganakaram sagaram sagaropamam rama ravanayor yuddham rama ravanayor yuva. This is one alankara, swopama alankara. It has no any other example. Gaganam gaganakaram. Akasha is compared to what? Only one akasha is there. You cannot compare it to the second akasha. Gaganam, it is like what? Gaganakaram. It is like a space. Gaganam. Then Sagaram. Ocean is compared to what? There is no second ocean, only one ocean. Gaganam, Gaganakaram, Sagaram, Sagaropam. Rama Ravana Yuddham is compared to whose Yuddham? Hanuman said this to Bhima. Rama Ravana Yuddha is equal to whose Yuddha? Rama Ravana Yuddham only. This is called Swopamalankar. Okay. So there is no second sakshi to compare. Next shloka, number 159. Adhyakshohamite jnanam buddhereva vinishchayah nadhyakshasya visheshatvat na tasyasti paro yatah. There is no second sakshi. Therefore, here, who is getting jnanam? Aham brahmasmi jnanam. This is FAQ, frequent asked questions. Who gets atma jnanam? Aham brahmasmi jnanam. Buddhi. Buddhi, in buddho, this aham brahmasmi jnanam bhavati, or in sakshi. Jnanam, aham brahmasmi jnanam is sakshi jnanam or buddhi jnanam? You have to find out. Buddhi jnanam is what? First you have to know what is the nature of buddhi jnanam, what is the nature of sakshi jnanam. Buddhi jnanam is a process involved. In buddhi jnanam, process is involved. In buddhi jnanam, vritti is involved. In buddhi jnanam, order is involved. In buddhi jnanam, instrument is involved. In sakshi jnanam, suppose aham brahmasmi jnanam comes in sakshi, all this must be there. But sakshi is not, sakshi jnanam is not process involved. Sakshi jnanam is not vritti involved, not karana involved, not krama involved. Therefore, saham brahmasmi vritti jnanam comes only in the buddhi. Aham brahmasmi involves a process. I am Brahman is a vritti jnanam, not a sakshi jnanam. Understand? Where aham brahmasmi jnanam, where physics jnanam comes, where computer jnanam comes, buddhi. In buddhi only comes. Where aham brahmasmi jnanam comes, inside. Adenappadi. Mathematics knowledge in buddhi only, not in the nose. Aham brahmasmi jnanam comes in the nose. Puja Swamiji just puts a joke. Any knowledge comes, my dear, in buddhi only. Aham brahmasmi jnanam also comes in buddhi only. Because jnanam is a process. Because it is a buddhi jnanam, aham brahmasmi jnanam born in a buddhi, in which buddhi there is a vritti involved, karana involved, process involved, order involved. Therefore, it is said here, aham brahma iti adhyakshaha ahamiti jnanam buddhereva vinishchayaha. In buddhi only this knowledge comes. Then na adhyakshasya avisheshatvat na tasya asti paraha yataha. There is no other sakshi, there is no process to happen in the sakshi. It is not possible. Instruments are not required for sakshi, process is not required. Therefore, aham brahmasmi jnanam comes in the buddhi only. Thank God. Okay, so our buddhi must be very sharp. The knowledge has to come in the buddhi. Details in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.